Hi friends, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for a special friend who is asking for a reading. You know who you are. I will send it. I prayed over this reading before I started, so it is meant for you. Anyone else who resonates, I do recommend listening to the full message to see, if you can get any kind of messages, because this is intended for a specific somebody. Enjoy the message. Thank you. Let's go see what's coming towards you in love. We have a twin flame connection that we're dealing with here. We're going to hone in on that and get this message out for you, friends. Thank you. Whoa, a lot came out. So let's go ahead and see what wants to come out. Okay, a lot came out. First, I have obscurity. Okay, secrets, mystery, concealing. So somebody's hiding some kind of either feelings or a secret. Okay. Memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. One of you is reminiscing on the past, dwelling on, what could be, what isn't. A bittersweet moment I'm seeing is, somebody feeling really high energy for somebody, yet, you can't be with them. Okay. I have apology. There's some kind of forgiveness that needs to be held. There's a return of some sort. Nourish, self-growth, reflect, self-focus, soul fighting. Okay. Return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Okay, so there could be a return. There could be somebody who's returning to you. Conflict, clashing, differences, incompatibility. Look at this. Twin flame. So this is confirmation, friend. This is going to be a twin flame connection. Okay, but there is some kind of conflict that is stopping you guys from coming together. Okay, so I knew that there was a reason that a lot of cards came out. I usually don't grab them, but I kind of had a feeling. And look at that. The last card out was twin flame. Okay, and friend, I do know that you're dealing with a twin flame. You could be experiencing something that is like you're going back and forth, is what I'm hearing with this self-growth card, with this return, apology, and the memories. I do feel like there is a big strong pull for you to continue to connect with this person. Okay, but with the obscurity card and the conflict card and even the apology, okay, there's something to apologize for. Okay, this conflict, this differences, the incompatibility might be strong, but I don't feel like it's going to stop the connection. Okay, we do have jealousy and completely done. Okay, so somebody could be feeling jealous, feeling envious for some reason. Okay, we'll get back to that lady maybe later, excuse me. Maybe a girl with a snake. I'm seeing that what is it, the girl with the snake tattoo. Okay, so maybe somebody has a snake tattoo, or somebody has a snake pet is what I'm seeing here. But I do feel like there is energy of being completely done, of wanting to move on. Okay, coming full circle. Maybe you're realizing that there is not really a need for you to make amends with this person. Let's go and get into tarot. Okay, I do have this completely done underneath the nourish, the self-growth, self-focus, soul finding. So maybe you're realizing that you need to be completely done with this energy in order to focus on yourself. Okay, and a lot of the times with a twin flame connection, you want to focus on yourself. You want to focus on your self-growth, because that ends up helping your twin flame, okay, to do the same. I have the Magician here, bottom deck. Okay, so there is some kind of manifestation that you are wanting to happen. Let's go ahead and see what path is for you. Okay, this landed here on the twin flame here, so we're just going to make sure. Yeah, there is some kind of separation here. You're separated from this twin flame. Okay, there's frustration because you do love this person. I do see you want, you want to reminisce on the past. You want to remember all the good times that you guys had, but something is stopping you guys from fulfilling that destiny. And it could be that you need to focus on self-growth. Maybe your person needs to focus on self-growth. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Let's clarify the past. What happened here in the recent past? I say recent, but that's, time is fluid, so just take it how it resonates. Okay. All right, let's focus in on my friend here. Give us a focus energy for the past. What happened here in the recent past? That card just kind of slipped out, and I'm hearing to take it. So recent past, okay, heartbreak in the reverse. There is some kind of optimism, okay, some kind of forgiveness, okay, and this apology here has forgiveness, okay. There is going to be, and I'm hearing that if you don't have a physical apology coming towards you, or you don't physically apologize towards them, it's more so like you are forgiving yourself, okay. You're forgiving yourself for feeling the way that you feel, or saying what you said, or whatever the case may be, whatever ended up happening here. I do have the Wheel of Fortune here, bottom deck, so there is some kind of change that is needing to happen, okay. It was destiny for this to happen. It was destiny for you guys to end up going your separate ways. Okay, I do want to clarify really quickly the secrets and the mystery card. Full moons are great. You could be, that could be significant, is what I'm kind of seeing here. Let's clarify that secure, or secrets, mysteries, concealing. Okay. Death card. Okay. So something had to end. There was some kind of transformation. Okay. It was a necessary change. Let's go deeper, okay? Because I don't feel like it's really given us a clarifying card there. It is signifying that there was some kind of ending to something. Okay. Some kind of ending. And I have game over here, bottom deck. So maybe the secret was that this person wanted to end things with you. Okay, maybe they've been hiding that because they're reminiscing on the past as well. They're dwelling on the good times as well. Okay, but the conflict is just too great. It's interfering with this connection. This game over card, the completely done. The death card, okay. All of that really signifies something that is kind of needing to end. Even the Lovers in the reverse, okay. It's a separation. It's a failure to meet, to meet the test, okay. This is okay, honestly, for the Twin Flame card, for this to land here, okay, failure to meet the test, that is standing out to me big right now, because for one, your Twin Flame and you guys won't be able to ever come together if you guys are not healed, right? You guys both have to be healed. You have to mirror those actions, and if one of you isn't, then it doesn't work out. Okay, it's one-sided, right? This person failed to meet the test. You failed to meet the test, whichever it is. Okay. I do feel like that's very significant there. But let's grab one card, please. I want to try to get this secret mystery out. See if it's big. Interesting. So love story, once upon a time. For the mystery, okay, for what is being held secret, and the love story to come out, the once upon a time is very specific to me, because it does make it feel like it was in the past, which I think that's what we were clarifying anyways, okay? So this past energy here, there was something that, the spark that you guys had in the past was great. It was a love story, and I see once upon a time, but I'm hearing once in a lifetime is what I'm hearing, okay? So you could be wondering what happened. You could be wondering, like, that's the secret. The mystery is like, what happened to this love story? What happened to, what we had, this connection that we had? It was so fierce. It was so intense. Okay. I'm hearing some kind of obsession. Somebody went through some kind of obsession. Yeah. So to clarify, the secret mysteries, I feel like you're kind of wondering what happened to this love story. That's the secret, is like, it ended without you really knowing why. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Let's continue. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here in the present. Okay. What's going on now? What are we experiencing? What is your person experiencing? How are you experiencing this alongside them? Because, if this is a twin flame connection, you guys are mirroring each other. You guys are going through this together, separately, but together. Okay, and I do see the second chance here. It's not, I'm not leaving that out, okay? But I do feel like right now here in the present, there's more of a nourish energy, dwelling memories, right? Let's go ahead and clarify, okay? What's happening here in the recent, or in the present? How are you feeling now? How is your person feeling now? This twin flame energy, wow. Landed there on the twin flame. I'm only going to grab the first and the second is what I'm hearing, okay? These two cards. Or not the second, but the first card and the last card, okay? For this connection, okay, you have somebody here who might have some issues of their own, and all I'm hearing is like maybe jealousy was a big factor in your guys' connection, okay? So the World in the reverse and the Four of Wands, okay? So for these two cards to come out, I do feel, and you know, and it did land here on the twin flame, maybe there was a failure of of the stability, okay? There was some kind of end, like you guys did not, you weren't able to have this stable home, okay? This romance, and you know, the Four of Wands is a card of romantic commitments, you know, milestones. There's, you know, it's a card of wedding. It even looks like an altar to me, you know, and you know, this looks like bridesmaids, right, or something in that sort. So I do feel like there is some kind of failure to, it was a missed opportunity, right? Something happened that caused your guys' connection not to go towards that, okay? And it's unfinished maybe, and I'm hearing right now, I'm just hearing, that's where that second chance comes into play. Okay, it's a grief for a missed opportunity. It's unfinished. Okay, there's room for a second chance. There's room for opportunity. I do feel like you both need to be healed in that instance, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and see where to put this. I'm going to move this up really quickly. Bear with me, friend. And I do appreciate, just so you, anyone else who's watching knows, this is a paid for reading. Okay, you get a personal FaceTime reading for $44. Okay, and you know, if you want a reading that is to the public, that is, you know, obviously no names mentioned, all energies are being focused, you know, internally, but you know, you do get it at a discount, and you get it at you're able to re-watch it and re-understand it and kind of have it there. So that's there for anyone else who would like to do that as well. Okay, but let's go ahead and clarify. You know, this failing to, where was it? Yeah, okay, so the Lovers card here. Failing to meet the test, right? And this World card in the reverse as well is a failure, okay? Lack of fulfillment. Okay, so maybe the fact that you guys are in separation caused, you know, this ending here, right? Because this is clarifying the present. So right now, you guys are in shambles. You guys are not able, you're in some kind of separation that is stopping your guys' connection to, you know, proceed to the next level, right? Okay, so let's go and clarify this energy here. What happened? What was the missed opportunity? What is unfinished? How does this person feel about it, actually? So yeah. I feel like, okay, so Ace of Cups is a new feelings, new friendship, okay? So it could even be self-love. And I'm going to take it as self-love because of this Norris card here is a self-growth, self-fighting, that kind of energy. Okay, so maybe because of this is going on here in the present, this is what you're ended up having to do is open your heart and receive. Okay, just receive. You know, and I'm hearing right now, receive the signs that you're seeing. Those are not put there for by mistake. Okay, but there is a card here that suggests a new relationship, okay? It suggests unconditional love, right? Especially with this return, second chance, you know. Usually when you love someone unconditionally, you know, you're able to get over the heartbreak, you're able to get over the jealousy, you're able to get over whatever is needed to be forgiven, okay? Because you are sensing that's part of what's unconditional. There's no conditions to your love, okay? That second chance turns into a third chance, turns into a fourth chance, and so on and so forth, you know. And that, if that's what you are wanting to do, your free will is that chance here, okay? I can take this either way. I can take it as you realizing that, you know, you're needing self-love in this moment. I can also take it as in the moment here in the present that there is a new relationship and new feelings for somebody new, okay? And I see this cup overfloweth. So I do see that you are kind of feeling like, whoa, you know, what is this feeling? What is this new feeling that I'm feeling? It's been empty this whole time, right? starting to release it, starting to, you know, starting to forgive the past connection for what it was. And I'm hearing right away is, you know, no karmic relationship is ever a mistake. Okay, you're supposed to go through these karmic lessons. Okay, you could learn about what, you know, how you want to be treated. You can learn about, you know, what it is that you won't accept. You know, I do see this completely done in the jealousy. So, you know, jealousy could play a big factor in this connection, is what I'm hearing. I do want to clarify this Ace of Cups. I want to clarify with, yeah, so I touched these love oracles. So let's go ahead, because you know what? It's love. You know, the Cups is a relationship card. Ace of Cups is a new relationship, new friendship, you know, a newfound feelings for somebody. Okay, and if it's for your twin flame, or if it's for someone new, I want to clarify. So please clarify that, spirits, for my friend. Okay, so be present. You will attract love by enjoying your life as it is. Wherever you are, be all there. Okay, so I feel like that's going to you know, be significant for you. Okay, wherever you are, where you are just all in, you're in the moment, you know, you're realizing that life is lifing, right? You will attract this love, this new love, by enjoying life as it is, not worrying about the past, not worrying about this issue here that has been causing you, you know, this kind of avoidance of self-growth, right? Be all there, be present. Don't focus on this love story this is once upon a time, is what I'm hearing, okay? There's so many cards here that are insinuating, you know, endings, okay? The World in the reverse, the Death card, the completely done, even the Heartbreak card in the reverse, okay? That's release from that. That is you realizing that you are able to release this. You are able to get relief from this, even the Lovers in the reverse, okay? There's a lot suggesting that this is over, and it mainly could be because this person is not focusing on their self-growth. They probably still need to, you know, find out what it is that they're going through. I do see this card, and you know, it's a female, but it could just be your feminine energy, okay? If this is you, right? Male or female, okay? You can give yourself, like I'm hearing, romanticize your life, right? And that kind of ties into this here. Be present with yourself. Enjoying life as it is, wherever you are, be all there, be focused, be like, okay, this right here, yeah, you're taking a bath, yeah, you're getting clean, right? But romanticize it, be all there, be, you know, enjoy it. Don't just take a bath, you know, grab a glass of wine, grab water, grab tea, whatever it is, you know, that you're into. Grab a candle, put some flowers in there, you know, be all in to you, right? Be so into you that it attracts others to be into you as well. Okay, let's move on. Let's go ahead and see, what are we going to expect here in the near future? That's what we're so curious about, so interested, right? What's going to happen here in the near future? Any kind of anything to expect that we're not going to be able to know right away, I guess. I don't know. Let's see what to expect for the near future here with this. And I want to say, with this new connection, let's just go ahead and see, is this new connection here going to go anywhere? Is this something here? Okay, and I have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay, so maybe, you know, you're going to take time. You're going to want to take time to think before you act. Is this something that I want to pursue? Is this something that I, like, is this someone I can see myself with, right? Like, this Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, cooperation. But the one thing that I'm noticing is, like, common goals. Maybe in the past connection, the common goal, or there was a lot of conflict, right? I haven't really talked much about this conflict. Okay, maybe in the past there was a lot of clashing and differences. Okay, and you're wanting to make sure that you don't do the same thing again, right? You don't fall into the same pattern again. You know, you're curious. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. You're going to go towards it, but you're going to kind of, you're not fully like running towards it. You're kind of like weary a little bit, which is very normal for, you know, a new relationship out of something so serious. And this seems very serious. Okay, And this Three of Pentacles, you know, reach out for the help that you need when you need it. I don't know why I said that, but that's significant somehow. Take it how it resonates. Okay, but there could be some kind of like communication, right? Reach out. Reach out for what you want, for what you believe in, okay? Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles here. I also take that card as a card of a third party, so there could be some kind of a third party here. I see two people approaching one person here, okay? The Three of Pentacles is a card of a realization. It's a card of influence, okay? So there's something here that happens that helps you kind of get out of this standstill motion and just go towards this person. Give me one card, please. Wheel of Fortune, there it is. We saw this card here in the beginning. I think it was a split deck or bottom deck. I can't fully remember, but you know, there's strength in new beginnings, okay? Just because you were in the flip side of the world, you know, earlier in this connection, earlier in this reading here, doesn't mean that that's where you stay, right? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune, this is luck. This is destiny. Okay, this is good karma. Okay, this new cycle, okay, I see this coming full circle, ending cycles. You have a new cycle here that's ready to start. Okay, you have a new cycle here that is going to bring this happiness that you haven't felt before. Okay, and especially paired with this Ace of Cups here, this is something that you've kind of been waiting for. Okay, and even if it's not going to happen as you imagined, is what I'm hearing, this is going to be something that is meant for you. Okay, this is fate. This change that is happening, it's for the better, it's for the best. You're on top right now. You're feeling, you're going to be feeling, this is the future, right? So you're going to be feeling on top of the world. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify this energy here. I split deck here. Open yourself to love and true love. Okay, so maybe you need to be open to, you know, finding, instead of dwelling on this past relationship here, because the memories are there. They're never going to go away. Those memories are locked in, okay? And that's okay. Archive those memories and, you know, make it to where it's more of a good memory, right? Like I said, you know, all karmic relationships are not meant to looked at as like it was a bad memory. You know, even if something bad happened, even if there's conflict, like obviously there was good things too that happened, right? Obviously there's feelings that you felt and that you probably still feel that it's never going to go away, especially with the twin flame connection. You never truly lose the love that you have for your twin flame. You just choose yourself, is what I'm hearing. Okay? If they don't want to choose themselves, you have to choose yourself. They don't want to choose you and move on from the secrets, the mysteries, concealing, whatever. Because I do feel like those are they're hand in hand right here. This jealousy and the obscurity card. Okay, because this person kept secrets, you know, or something, there was something to do with that. Okay, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know, but I am hearing that, you know, that is something that's specific in this dynamic here. And it could be a distance, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and clarify this new energy here. It's really positive, honestly. Okay. It's really positive. Let's go ahead and clarify, please. Clarify this new energy for my friend. Okay, so third party, this is also third party energy. Third party situation came out, okay? Someone is wearing a mask in this connection, in this relationship. So there could be two things I'm seeing here. I see one path of, you know, this person could have someone else, You know, they could be dating someone else, or, you know, if they're not dating, they're looking into someone else and they're kind of wearing a mask. Or it could be you. It could be your situation here. You know, that you're kind of letting this past third person here, this twin flame energy, interfere with this present moment here. So don't let it, okay? If that's that case, you know, don't let it interfere with it. Okay? You're going to have to take the mask off and be honest with this new person here. Third party situation could also be not platonic, or excuse me, it could be not romantic, but platonic. Okay, so, you know, imagine parents, imagine co-workers, right, with the co-worker card. Like, you guys could be co-workers, I'm hearing, but you know, it could be children, it could be anybody, it could be anything, right? It could be friends, just kind of, you know, saying, hey, you know, don't really, like, don't give up on this person here. Maybe I'm hearing, okay, so right away I'm hearing there's probably somebody who knows you and this twin flame connection of yours. Okay, maybe you are kind of wanting to explain this new, like, explain to this person here, this third party, about this new connection that you've had, but they're saying, but what about this person, right? What about this person? That could just be for someone, but let me know how that resonates. Let's move on. I do want to grab a card of these love confessions here. There's somebody here who, I want to see what this is here. Okay, let's clarify. We're going to focus on that and focus on what the deception is. Okay, because it does kind of give me the feeling of this concealing these secrets here. Okay. Give me one card, please, Spirit. My world. You mean the world to me. Everything revolves around you. And I keep you in mind when I am making decisions, and I include you in all of my plans. Every action, every dream, I love doing life with you. You mean so much to me. Without you, I feel like nothing. The one thing that I get from that is I do feel like this is, like I was saying, your energy could be, you know, focusing on this past relationship. Okay, and, you know, what the things that you do on a daily is what I'm hearing is thinking of this person. And you know, twin flame connections, it's easier said than done to just forget about them. You can't. Okay, I understand. You know, I keep you in mind when I'm making decisions, and I include you in all of my plans. This energy here makes me feel like, you know, there's something still holding you back. Bottom deck here, twin flame signs. Okay. Look for the signs for our connection. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There is a connection between us that can't be denied. We have to work on ourselves to be together. Look out for the signs, my love. It is me sending you. Interesting. So I feel like this is your person. This is your twin flame, you know, wanting to tell you that they're still thinking of you. They can't not think of you, you know. Whether you feel like they aren't thinking of you or, you know, keeping you in mind, they are. They can't get it out. I just saw signs too. Signs and communication when I'm doing this here. Insecurity. Okay. So they have some sort of insecurity about this connection. They're dwelling on it. Maybe they're the ones who need forgiveness. Okay, whatever the case may be, I feel like they are wanting to be in this connection with you without healing. Okay, maybe they're going through self-growth as we speak, you know. Maybe you cutting them off is, you know, you telling them I'm completely done. Maybe that kind of jumps them, like lights a fire under their you know, so that you guys can continue this love story. I'm not going to say that, you know, this new relationship doesn't really have a play, have a, like, in your future. I keep talking about karmic relationships, right? And this whole time I was kind of referring to the twin flame connection, but a karmic connection could just be, this new connection that is opening your eyes to the fact that maybe, maybe you need healing. Maybe, like what's this here? This card here. Okay, you'll attract love. You're going to attract this person here, this twin flame, to try to heal themselves because you're moving on. Look out for the signs, okay? That's really important, is what I keep hearing. The signs that you are, going about your daily life, going about your like running errands, things that don't normally happen for you. I feel like that's going to be one of, those are going to be the signs. For 2 cards to come out, twin flame cards, and honestly, I take the Lovers as a twin flame card in the upright, and in the downright, I do feel like it's a separation of that. Somebody is avoiding the choice to come towards you, or to be there for you, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. I am just reading energies here, okay? I don't know why I just heard like this, my world. You mean the world to me? So you guys could be worlds apart. Let's get one more card that I'm hearing. Oh, thank you. There's an insecure card. I feel insecure about you. You treat me better than I have been treated, than I have ever treated you. And I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I'm still struggling with my fears. And I feel like I'm not good enough for you. It's my own insecurities holding me back. This person has thought about this, okay? Whatever has been stopping you guys from being in this connection here. I feel like it needed to end, okay? And I see this death card, okay? And death, it just seems scary, right? Transformation, ending, okay? But in fact, it's kind of positive if you think about it, okay? I always like to say the analogy of, of a forest, okay? I live in the high desert, okay? We have forest fires every summer. And, after a forest fire, there's nothing but, black sod, ashes everywhere, okay? No green, no growth. But after a while, okay, you start to see green. You start to see little shrubs. You start to see baby trees growing again. Soon it's, full of twice the amount of trees that it was before, okay? So it may seem like right now, it may seem like in the moment of this ending that it's hard, but I do feel like it's for a reason. And maybe, like, keep hearing, like, maybe things need to end. Maybe you need to get out of this waiting for this person. And with the twin flame connection, okay? You can't hold on to them forever. They start to run, right? You need to give them the chance to come towards you, healed at that point, right? If they're not healed, they're not going to come towards you. They're going to run, okay? If you're not healed, when they come towards you, you're going to run. It is what it is. This person's feeling insecure about you and your connection. That's what's holding them back. They need to release that insecurity. They need to start realizing that it's them who's, a winner, right? You see it. They need to see it too. We'll get one more. I'm kind of feeling like, okay. Yeah, I was kind of feeling like there was something else needing to be said. And Mission came out. This is also a card that I feel like is great for twin flames, because I feel like, when you are in a twin flame connection and you're able to meet and be in a relationship with that person, okay, there's a mission that you guys are out to do, and it can change the world, okay? Together we are an unstoppable force. We have a purpose together, and I am determined to live it out with you. We are just perfect together. We can overcome any obstacles if we work as a team. beyond the third party situation, beyond these other people who may be interfering with this relationship, this person doesn't see it as an obstacle. They don't see it as a problem, anything. Okay? I feel like they do feel like, you know, this return is going to happen. Okay? Making amends for this apology, forgiveness, you know. The conflict that you guys have, I want to clarify that, please. Let's clarify this conflict card. The incompatibility that is being shown here, I feel like it's something that can be worked on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so somebody was dishonest. Somebody was using, you know, their tactics to get what they want. Betrayal. Okay. And I do have this card here, and it says concealment. Guard against deceit and concealment. Okay. You need to be willing to see this person for what they are when it's happening, okay, in real time. And I also see here this low self-esteem. So that does give me, you know, these cards here kind of, can't even pick it up. These all give me the same energy, and that could be the conflict, okay? That could be the differences that kind of stop this connection from fulfilling. Okay, jealousy plays a big part in every relationship. You know, if you can overcome feeling jealous, feeling, you know, envious of somebody else, you can overcome just about anything, okay? This person is struggling with letting go of this part of themselves, okay? Low self-esteem makes people do interesting things, is what I'm hearing. You know what? I feel like I want to grab a fairy card here for you. This is just going to be an advice card. I'm going to put these back. This is going to be an advice card, and after I will get some signs, some astrology signs to help further clarify. You know, a lot of the times when you are seeking advice or, you know, for a love situation, I feel like you kind of already know what the answer is. You just need clarification. So this is going to be that card for you, okay? Thank you, friend, for your purchase of this reading. I truly appreciate it. Feel free to let me know in our email thread how this resonated. If it did, if you feel, you know, comfortable on the channel, on the comments, please do so. I'm sure everyone would love to know as well. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so friendship. Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams. Okay, and I did mention some friend, right? There might have been a third party who's, you know, friends with both of you here, or, you know, whatever, or who knows of this person at least, okay? Seek those friends, seek those people who are going to uplift you. I see these fairies here, and they're not going to go down to her level. They're going to bring her up. And I feel like that's what you need, is someone who, you know, be present in your life right now. Enjoy hanging out. Maybe that's when you'll find your answer. Okay? And I say that as, you know, if you are out partying, out hanging out with friends, and you meet somebody and you instantly forget about this person, like, then there's your answer, right? But if you meet somebody and you are, you know, wondering, you know, is this my person, or should I still be waiting for this person here? There's your answer, right? So if that resonated with you, friend, I would love to know how. If anyone else who's watching, if it resonates, please leave a comment, like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.